Prime Bio is your ultimate destination for MMA fans, bringing you to the peak of the action. UFC 317 is set to electrify the lightweight division with a blockbuster. Main event: Charles "Du Bronx" Oliveira versus Ilia "El Matador" Topuria for the vacant lightweight title. On June 28, 2025, at T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, two of the UFC's deadliest fighters will collide to crown a new king at 155 pounds. Why's the belt up for grabs? Islam Makhachev's chasing welterweight glory, leaving the lightweight throne open for the taking. Will it be Oliveira, the battle-tested veteran with a record-breaking finishing streak? Or Topuria, the undefeated phenom looking to conquer another division? Buckle up for a deep dive into this explosive matchup. And don't forget to subscribe, and hit that notification bell to join the Prime Bio crew for all things at the peak point of the sport. 317 is the centerpiece of International Fight Week, and this main event is pure dynamite. Charles Oliveira, the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu maestro, squares off against Ilia Topuria, the Spanish-Georgian knockout machine, for the vacant lightweight title. The belt's open because Islam Makhachev is moving up to welterweight to face Jack Della Maddalena at UFC 320 later this year, as confirmed by Dana White in a recent press conference. This shakeup has turned the lightweight division upside down, paving the way for a new era. Oliveira versus Topuria isn't just a fight, it's a battle for supremacy, legacy, and the chance to define the future of one of the UFC's most stacked divisions. Recent buzz on X shows fans are split. 52% favor Topuria's power, while 48% believe Oliveira's experience will prevail, based on a poll by MMA Junkie with over 10,000 votes. The hype is real, and with the lightweight division in flux, the winner could dominate for years. Let's start with Charles Oliveira, a fighter who's defied every critic. Once written off as a quitter early in his career, Oliveira's transformation is legendary. He holds UFC records for the most finishes, 20, and submissions, 16, with highlight reel wins over Michael Chandler, Dustin Poirier, and Justin Gaethje. His submission of Chandler at UFC 262 in 2021 won him the lightweight title, and his knockout to submission finish of Gaethje at UFC 274 was pure chaos. Even after losing to Makhachev at UFC 280, Oliveira bounced back with a first-round TKO of Beneil Dariush in 2023 and a dominant decision over Chandler at UFC 309 in November 2024. Oliveira's style is a whirlwind. He pressures with strikes, thrives in scrambles, and hunts submissions like a predator. His guillotine, darce, and rear naked chokes are lethal. At UFC 309, he showcased improved striking defense, landing 4.8 significant strikes per minute, while absorbing only 2.7 per UFC stats. But Oliveira's Achilles heel: he gets hit. He's been rocked in nearly every major fight during his title run, which could spell trouble against a sharpshooter like Topuria. A recent X-post from Chalsonen sums it up. Charles Oliveira is the ultimate prove me wrong guy. Count him out at your own risk. Oliveira has also been active on social media, posting training clips with the caption, "Ready to shock the world again." #UFC 317. At 35, with 46 fights under his belt, his experience is unmatched, but his durability remains a question mark. Now, let's talk Ilia Topuria, the 16-0 former featherweight champ who's rewriting the UFC script. At UFC 298, he starched Alexander Volkanovski in the second round to claim the 145-pound belt, ending Volk's dominant reign. Then, at UFC 308 in October 2024, Topuria did the unthinkable. He became the first fighter to knock out Max Holloway, a man who'd never been stopped in 33 pro fights. Topuria vacated his featherweight title in December 2024, announcing his move to lightweight on X with a bold statement: 155 pounds, new kingdom to conquer. Topuria's game is surgical. His boxing is crisp, with a right hand that's a one-shot kill. Holloway learned that the hard way. He's got 6 knockouts and 8 submissions in his 16 wins, with only 2 fights going the distance. His grappling is elite, blending Georgian wrestling with Brazilian jiu-jitsu. A recent training video shared by @UFC_España shows Topuria looking shredded at 155 pounds, with fans raving about his physique. He even trolled fans on X asking, KO or sub against Oliveira? Let me know. At 28, Topuria's confidence is infectious. In a recent interview with ESPN, he said, "I'm here to make history, not chase it." But moving up a weight class against a veteran like Oliveira is a massive test. Can he handle the size and chaos of a bigger opponent? This is a classic clash of styles and eras. Oliveira's chaotic, high-pressure game thrives in wild exchanges where he can chain strikes into submissions. His 81% submission attempt success rate per fight metric is a nightmare for anyone. He'll likely aim to drag Topuria into a gritty brawl, using clinch work and scrambles to create openings for chokes or triangles. His cardio is a weapon Oliveira's never gassed in a 5-round fight. Topuria, meanwhile, prefers precision. His 62% significant strike accuracy UFC stats is among the best, and his knockout power at lightweight could exploit Oliveira's shaky chin. Topuria's wrestling could neutralize Oliveira's ground game, as he's never been submitted in 16 fights. Demetrius Johnson on his Mighty Cast podcast suggested Oliveira could find success in the clinch, where Topuria's power is less effective. But DJ still picks Topuria, citing his explosive athleticism and cleaner striking. Odds makers lean heavily toward Topuria at -380, with Oliveira at +300 per bet 365, June 2025. X posts from @Oddsbreaker show 68% of bets are on Topuria, but Oliveira's underdog status has sparked debate. A recent @Bloody Elbow poll revealed 45% of fans think Oliveira's experience will be the difference, especially in later rounds. The stakes couldn't be higher. For Oliveira, a win reclaims the lightweight crown and solidifies his Hall of Fame case. He's already talking big, telling MMA fighting in June 2025, "I dropped Geithja, I'll drop Topuria too." A victory makes him the division's kingpin and sets up blockbuster fights against Arman Tsarukyan or Justin Geithja for Topuria. A win makes him a 2-division champ, joining legends like Conor McGregor and Amanda Nunes. It would also cement him as the UFC's next megastar, with Dana White already hyping him as the future of the sport at a recent presser. The lightweight division is a shark. Tank Tsarukyan, Geithja, Paddy Pimblett, and even Dustin Poirier are waiting in the wings. The winner of UFC 317 becomes the face of 155 pounds. The A-world is buzzing with UFC 317 news. Just last week, Dana White confirmed on X that Arman Tsarukyan is the official backup fighter for the main event, ready to step in if either fighter pulls out. Oliveira's camp reported a minor training injury, a tweaked knee, but sources close to Prime Bio say he's back to full strength. Topuria, meanwhile, posted a cryptic X message, apologizing in advance for the masterpiece I'm about to paint in Vegas. Fans are eating it up, with number UFC 317 trending worldwide. The co-main event is another banger. Flyweight champ Alexander Pantoja defends against Kai Kara-France, who's coming off a knockout win over Steve Erceg at UFC 305. Other confirmed fights include Paulo Costa versus Roman Kopylov and Beneil Dariush versus Renato Moicano. A recent X post from @ChampRDS revealed a rumored welterweight clash between Shavkat Rakhmonov and Ian Machado Gary for UFC 317, though it's unconfirmed as of June 25, 2025. The MMA community is divided. Sean O'Malley on his Timbo Sugar Show podcast called it 50-50 heart says Oliveira, brain says Topuria. Merab Dvalishvili's coach, John Wood, told MMA Junkie that Topuria's precision plays perfectly into Oliveira's wild style. Mateusz Gamrot, however, backs Oliveira, tweeting, "Charles has seen it all, don't sleep on him." Joe Rogan on his JREMM show warned fans, "Oliveira's been doubted before and he's got that dog in him." Fans on X are leaning toward Topuria, with 60% picking him in UFC poll. But Oliveira's resilience has sparked a loyal fan base, with hashtag #DoBronx trending after his latest training clip. The Prime Bio team is torn half. Our analysts see Topuria's youth and power prevailing, while the other half trust Oliveira's veteran savvy. What's the X factor? For Oliveira, it's his ability to embrace chaos. If he turns this into a dogfight, his jiu-jitsu and heart could steal the show. For Topuria, it's his adaptability. His lightweight frame looks stronger than ever, and his mental game is unshakable. He's already taunting Oliveira on X, saying, "See you in the cage, legend." Plus, Topuria's training with former Olympian wrestlers in Georgia has fans buzzing about his improved takedown defense. UFC 317 is more than a fight, it's a spectacle. International Fight Week brings Vegas to life with fan events, weigh-in hype, and a stacked card. Expect T-Mobile Arena to be electric with celebrities and MMA legends in the crowd. The Prime Bio team will be live on X, breaking down every moment. So follow us at Prime Bio MF for real-time updates. And 0 seconds. This fight is a coin toss. Oliveira's experience and submission wizardry make him a live underdog, but Topuria's power and precision are terrifying. If Oliveira drags it into deep waters, he could pull off the upset. If Topuria lands clean, he's walking away with gold. One thing's for sure, UFC 317 will be a night to remember. Who's your pick? Will Charles Oliveira reclaim his throne, or is Ilia Topuria the future of 155 pounds? Drop your predictions in the comments, and let's get the Prime Bio community fired up. If you loved this breakdown, smash that like button, subscribe to Prime Bio, and hit the bell so you never miss a fight preview or update. Share this video with your fight crew and join us on our YouTube channel. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.